going to ring the bell here in about 20 seconds. An historic moment at the New York Stock Exchange as we get this opening bell rung by the president-elect, Donald Trump.
Uncle Trump named Time Magazine's Man of the Year. And of course, you know, there's some folks on the left who are having a hard time dealing with it, which I'm just like, why? Like, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, like, it's just a magazine. He's not crowned or, you know, being praised as like God or something. Like, the guy's simply Man of the Year in a magazine. Like, whoop-de-doo. But hey, there's some folks on the left that are not too happy about it. And I'm gonna show y'all a few of those clips. So with that being said, let's dive in.
Hey Brad, I just read that Time Magazine is not nominated or elected or whatever they do, appointed Donald Trump as the Man of the Year. I just wanted to get your take on that.
It's the second time. The second time they did it. It shows honestly how fucked up this country is in so many fucking ways. They should be bankrupt for that. You know, and I don't care. People say, "Oh, you know, their readership is down." It ain't down enough that they're not in business. You don't have a magazine if you're not making something. It's appalling. This guy's an adjudicated rapist, 34 times convicted felon, twice impeached, found guilty of fraud, caused an insurrection on January 6th, but he's a Man of the Year. I wonder if he would have been a black man and just did one of those fucking crimes, would he be Man of the fucking Minute? No, I don't think so.
Hell no.
I don't think so. It's appalling. I ask myself, was my 20 years and 28 days in the military, was it really fucking worth it? Should I have done it? And I really have heartburn about what this country has become. It's disgusting.
All right, thanks.
Now, I will say, I appreciate your service. All right, completely disagree with you. Right, 1000% disagree. And I hate that, like, these holier than thou, you know, liberals, right? These folks on the left, mainly it's white people, right? They always bring up black people. Well, what if a black person did this or that, bro? Leave me the fuck out of it. Leave me out. Why do you always bring up me? Yeah, well, what if a black person? Have y'all noticed that? Well, black people, they always blah blah. They always struggle with this or they always struggle. How do you know my life? You don't know anything about me. Not a single darn thing. Okay, well, I wonder if it was a black person that did it. I guarantee the black person wouldn't have gotten it. Bullshit, I can get what I want to. When I want to. Okay? Like, who are these folks to try to speak for black people? I'm just saying, I get sick of it. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. They always bring up black people. Every single time. But carry on.
Breaking news. Time Magazine names Donald Trump Person of the Year. Let me restate that. Time Magazine has now made Donald Trump their Person of the Year. Now, I don't know about you. I could think of many other things of the year I would make Donald Trump. Maybe Magician of the Year. Maybe Ronald McDonald, Big Mac of the Year. Maybe the Concept King of the Year. Maybe Promiser of the Year. Con Artist of the Year also is near the top. What do you think? Snake Oil Salesman of the Year. Promiser in Chief, but little on action. The Tariff King of the Year. The Deficit King of the Year. He had the largest deficits of any president ever, 8 trillion of our 36 trillion in deficits.
Because there was something called the beer
bug. Of the year. Nobody leaves the cult better than MAGA than Donald Trump does. Definitely leader of the year for that. What do you
We're
think?
the cult, huh?
Definitely okay. Orange Jesus of the year. Also, billionaire buddies of the year, most of which are not born in the United States.
Billionaire buddies, kind of interesting. Because last time I checked, it was Kamala that had all the rich celebrities and billionaires backing her. I mean, she did raise a historic amount of money and had a historic amount of money backing her to the tune of over $2 billion. Last time I checked, Trump had like a quarter of that. So what happened exactly with all these billionaires? I rest my case.
Economic promisers of the year. He's promised that he's going to bring inflation way down. He's going to cut gasoline prices in half. He's going to expand the economy. He's going to give tax cuts to the rich. You're not getting those, boys and girls, just you know that. And he's going to be dictator for a day for the year, at least one day. And Project 2025 is going to be his book to do it all with. So there you have it. I think all of these things. If you have any other good names of the year that Donald Trump probably should be named for, please let me know. Love to hear from my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, and my cuckoos.
I have another one. Winner of the year. Because he didn't lose, baby. He didn't lose. He won in a landslide. Even with over $2 billion going against him that his opponent had. That W, baby. That W, okay? Whenever I talk about W, I always think of Jameis Winston, the quarterback for the Browns, I think he plays for now. But at the time, I believe he played for either the Saints or the Buccaneers, maybe. I think it was the Saints. Anyway, he had like this awkward viral moment where, you know, before the game, he was trying to hype up his teammates and he was like, oh yeah, we gonna get this W. Got eat it. Got eat it. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. That was like the most like, what the moment when you try to hype up your teammates, bro. That's what you come up with. Yeah, we gonna eat the W. We gonna eat the W. Huh? What? That is crazy, man. But anyway, carry on.
Trump supporters are giddy as schoolgirls right now because Donald Trump is about to be named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. But as with so many things, MAGA doesn't fully understand what being named Time's Person of the Year actually means. It doesn't mean that you're the best person of the year. It's not an award. It doesn't even mean you did anything good. What it means, according to Time, is that you were the individual who, for better or worse, did the most to influence the events of the year. Some other notable Time Magazine selections were Mustache Man, Stalin twice, the Ayatollah Khomeini, Vladimir Putin, and now Trump for a second time. And there's no doubt that Trump was the person who had the
what's her face was Person of the Year. Crap. What I'm the chick that dates Travis Kelce. Why am I drawing a blank on her name right now? Taylor Swift. Yeah, so make sure you mention her too. You know, you notice how he went to like all these terrible people, but like he failed to mention one of the most recent people that won this. I can't even say award, but that was named this, you know, by Time Magazine. It was a Taylor Swift. So yeah, name her too.
Had the most influence over the national conversation this year. In fact, 7 of the last 8 presidential election years, the winner has been named Person of the Year. So don't get mad at Time. They're sticking to the formula. Just let the Trumpers have their little celebration about another fictional Trump accomplishment. Go ahead and pop the champagne, guys. That is, if Pete Hegseth hasn't already gotten to it.
Of course. You know, take the pot shots. We aren't the ones celebrating. I'm literally making a video on all of y'all tripping about it. Like, I haven't seen like a whole lot of MAGA folks like, oh, yay, Trump won Person of the Year. Oh my goodness. Like, no, I mean, like, sure, cool, nice, bro. He won it in 2016 too, though. So it's just like, okay, carry on. Happy for the guy, right? He seems happy, but carry on. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, here is part of his speech. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I want to get y'all out of here soon. But here's part of Trump's speech after winning Person of the Year, and after he rang the opening bell.
Well, thank
Let's
you
get a
very
listen
much.
to the
This is an
President-elect.
honor, tremendous honor. I brought some of our compatriots along with us. They're going to do a beautiful job for you for the next 4 years. And it's really been something very special. And I have to say, Time Magazine getting this honor for the second time, I think I like it better this time, actually. But we did a good job. We had a great first term, despite a lot of turmoil caused unnecessarily. But the media's tamed down a little bit. They're liking us much better now, I think. If they don't, we'll have to just take them on again, and we don't want to do that. But I do want to thank Time Magazine. I've been on the cover many times. I don't know who has the record, but I can only probably talk well about 25% of the covers. 25% are great. The others I just sort of hide. But it's been an honor, and every time it's an honor, I will tell you. And thank you very much for doing it. And thank the whole group at Time. Really very professional people. Thank you very much. And to Jeff and all of the people from the New York Stock Exchange, he knows how much I like it because many years ago I bought a building across the street. I wasn't going to buy it. Then I said, you know, it's right next to the New York Stock Exchange. I'm going to buy it. We've had great success. 40 Wall Street, we've had tremendous success with it. But you've really had success with the New York Stock Exchange. It's an incredible group of people. And, Jeff, you have done an incredible job, you and your group. And what a beautiful speech you made. Thank you very much. That was some introduction of all of us. But we've gone up since the election. I was just told by Scott, everybody said, you have to pick Scott Bessent. He has to be the one chosen for Treasury. Where is Scott? Let's see. He's around here someplace. He's around here. He told me we picked up $3 trillion since the election day. And I said, well, that's good, but what about before the election day? He said, we picked up some money there because they thought you were going to win. I said, I like this guy. He's going to be my Treasury Secretary. But it's true. I think we're going to have a tremendous run. We have to straighten out some problems, some big problems in the world. When we left, we didn't have any of these problems. We didn't have Russia with Ukraine. We didn't have Israel October 7th. We didn't have the Afghanistan disaster. We didn't have inflation. We had no inflation. And we had a very strong economy. And we're going to do that again, but I think we're going to even up it because now we have experience that we didn't have. Now I know everybody. You know, when I first came in, we came down, Melania and I, a great first lady, who's very popular, by the way. She rang in. She rang in the bell. She rang in the bell. But we came down and we're driving down Pennsylvania Avenue, and it was so beautiful. I said, you know, I've never done this before. I didn't know anybody. I got to the Oval Office, and I'm picking all these big positions, and I didn't really know the people in Washington, but boy, did I get to learn fast. And now we do, and I think we have an incredible staff behind me and others that aren't here, and we're going to do a fantastic job. We're going to...
Absolutely, 1,000%. And, you know, I have a lot of confidence that he will do a fantastic job. But you can see it already in some of the picks that he's been making. These picks aren't the same types of picks that, you know, he had back in 2016. And, you know, I've talked about this before, but, you know, it's easy to criticize Trump for some of the mistakes that he made in his first term. Because obviously hindsight is always 2020. It's easier to play Monday morning quarterback than it is to play on Sunday, right? So, and I've talked about this previously. I put myself in his shoes, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, a lot of these decisions, I would have made the same exact decision. So how could I fault him for, you know, making some of these mistakes? He didn't know anybody. I mean, like, I would have been in the same position. I would have been like, yeah, sure, you're hired. You know, this guy over here is telling me that you've done X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. You've talked about, you know, these certain things. All right, sure. Turns out the guy's a terrible person, right? Hey, it happens. But now he knows who are these snakes, and he's going to keep that grass cut low. And it's going to be a phenomenal 4 years. It's going to be an amazing. It's going to be a whatever words you can think of. It's going to be that for the next 2 years until midterms. And if we win midterms again, which we should, we're going to recreate the first 2 years for the last 2 years. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And I can't wait. I can't wait. But as always, let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Peace and love. I'm out.